Hellos and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Ciaphas Cain here, my Jedi Knight. And where we last left off, we were speaking to a General Dayrune, I believe it was, who wants us to meet up with the remnants of the Jedi Order on the world of Ossus, who he believes are going to come under attack by the Empire. So, we're heading over to complete the quest, the Lost Colony. You will be transported to this mission's location as soon as you accept.
It's you! It's really you! All right. Nadia, cancel the whole evacuation. I don't care what's coming for us. We have got nothing to worry about.
He's wonderful at introductions, isn't he? I'm Nadia Gurel. You were the battle master, weren't you? Back before Zakul invaded?
Yes, that's right.
Toughest Jedi I ever knew. We took on things you could never even imagine. Are you hearing me? I don't care how many imps are here. They're toast.
So you know about the Imperials?
Yes. We don't know how many there are, but they have serious resources. If they're here, it's for a major fight, and we can't afford to give them one.
Civilians and non-essentials are loading up first. Who calls a doctor non-essential when there's a fight brewing? You ask me, the Jedi have lost their minds.
How exactly did you get mixed up in all this?
I got split up from Kira and Scourge. Long story. So I went to find other Jedi. Seemed like the best odds of catching up with them. Or you, eventually. I heard about the colony after it was already built, so I was a latecomer. But they were happy to have a full-time doctor on staff.
Well, that was before we got to know him.
Dr. Kimball, Nadia, how go the shuttle preparations?
We'd be a lot further along if we hadn't borrowed so many of the shuttle's parts for the colony systems. It's going to be hours before we can launch.
We should be calling the whole thing off. Do you know who this is? Hero of Tython, Slayer of the Emperor? Ring any bells?
I command the Alliance now. We overthrew the Eternal Empire and destroyed the Sith Emperor once and for all. I've come to help.
Sounds like a lot's happened since we cut our communications.
Which helped to keep us hidden all this time. I am quite familiar with your past service to the Jedi, Commander, and I look forward to updating my journals with your more recent exploits. It's probably time you had a chapter all your own, but that will have to wait. The Sith are on our doorstep. I formed this colony to safeguard the Jedi and their teachings for the future. Now, we must abandon it to serve that same goal.
Republic reinforcements are coming. We just have to hold out until they get here.
We welcome any help they can offer, but until they arrive, our plan must remain the same. We have to get these shuttles ready as soon as possible.
You don't seem convinced that help is on the way. You don't think the Republic will come?
Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Perimeter alarms. They're coming again. I'm on my way to handle it.
Yes. Take backup this time.
Backup? I got all the backup I need right here.
Commander, this is Tau Adair, our head of security. Would you be willing to join her in holding off the enemy as we complete our preparations?
Could I bring Doc along as well? We make a great team.
Tau, what do you think?
Sensors aren't picking up a major push. Could even be a feint, so we shouldn't overcommit. Either way, sending the two of us is overkill already. Doc and Nadia should help cover the farming crews.
We'll leave you to it then. May the Force be with you.
I'll find you later. I've got to hear what you've been up to.
What did your sensors pick up? Imperial soldiers? Sith?
Neither. The imps are just toying with us. The old man's pretty sure they're being led by a Sith named Melora. Melora's into biology, genetic manipulation, Sith alchemy, blah blah blah. She makes monsters. For us, she's cooked up some kind of mutated Geonosians. Hyper-aggressive, heavily armored, psychotic Geonosians. With weapons. Making their way toward the colony in swarms.
You said Nostoral had an idea about who's running the operation. Melora?
He's got profiles on all of the major Sith, their specialties, favorite meals, everything. If he says it's Melora, odds are he's right. She doesn't care about strategy or conquest. She wants to control life itself. For Melora, war is just a test for her creations. Ossus is riddled with old, buried ruins. The mutants like to cut through them to approach unseen. We get out there and collapse a few tunnels, they'll be cut off, and the colonists will have a lot more time to move.
Then let's get to it.
After you, Commander.
We're meeting all sorts of new people. And
Got a
old
little
people.
mission for you. Head for the water distribution systems.
Doc, of course, we know from our time prior to the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion. Nadia Grell being a companion of the Jedi Consular. And we have this new character, Tau Adair. Seems pretty confident in herself, though we've never heard of her until now. That's because they only wrote her in for after the events of Knights of the Eternal Throne. Yeah, we have this Jedi colony. Seems we were just getting things set up quite nicely. We do have one bit of mail. Regarding Republic loyalties from Lana Benico. Your public support of the Republic has been received well by most Alliance personnel. Naturally, there are some with non-Republic backgrounds who have expressed reservations. I will monitor all such individuals and inform you if there is a cause for concern. In the meantime, I will begin a review of Alliance operations to ensure compliance with Republic laws and guidelines. So, map. We have the colony itself. We have all sorts of interesting... Holy crap. This world is strange how it's laid out. But no matter. Looks like we have a couple of quests available to us here. Oh, we have a weekly event. To participate in PvP. To earn special equipment and items from vendors here on Ossus. Do I have any of these relics? I do not. Okay, there is a vendor over this way. Let's look at this mission board as well. Complete one of the following. Defeat a mutated Geonosian Kreen on veteran mode? Or play arenas, which is PvP again. Interesting. Oh, sorry, just walking all over your crops. Don't mind me.
Best place to buy. Durable, military-grade supplies.
Okay.
Come back in one piece.
Should a crisis arise, we maintain a full inventory.
Oh, wow. Some really old weapons. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen our old training saber.
Restock with us as needed.
Anything a soldier needs, and some things he doesn't.
So in case you weren't geared for this content, I suppose this is where you could buy equipment.
Good luck out there.
You would need an experimental ocean package of some kind. Oh yes, back with Onslaught, they tried to create a series of item set bonuses for different armor, where if you had 2, 4, or 6 items of the same equipment, you could boost or augment some of your abilities.
I've got good suppliers. Only the best sold here.
So we have a reputation with the Ossus Colonization Initiative. Now, I probably don't have any reputation with this group. Oh, seemingly I have. Ossus, I don't think I have. I really don't, but I'll look. Oh. Really? When did I ever come here? You know what? I can't remember. Interesting. And we have the Ossus Explorer armor set.
Feel free to browse.
Various decorations we can purchase. Okay, so Doc had to give us a bonus mission. Dr. Ugarob tells you that the Alliance has advanced hydroponic water distribution algorithms from Zakul that could benefit the Jedi colony. Reprogram the water distribution systems with these protocols and improve the colony. Our fellow Jedi here is looking at us going, is this really the time for that? I told you about the mutant Geonosians, didn't I?
Wow, these numbers are off the charts. This water supply will last for decades. Great work.
You're welcome, Doc. So, Geonosian tunnels. We are leaving to go to a new region, it seems. Means we need to find a transport service droid.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
The ancient catacombs.
Be safe out there.
I think the Imperials can also come over to the ancient catacombs, but they don't really have any purpose for doing so. There is another farming colony over there that, as an Imperial, hello. As an Imperial, I was saying, you would be invading for one purpose or another. Various medical droids located around the map, but we are looking to go through this wall somehow. I'm sure we'll figure it out. I imagine we already have all the datacrons here on Ossus. Yes, we do. So we did just pick up a codex entry. We don't know much about Darth Malora just yet. He was a very minor NPC for the Sith on their prologue world of Korriban. But now she's actually risen to be a Dark Lord. The newest of Darth Malora's creations, the mutant Geonosians deployed in Ossus, are actually a hybridization of multiple species drawn from across the galaxy. Most of the original subjects were purchased as adult slaves, or in egg or larval forms, from a secretive group of Hutt Gormons who have no objection to devouring sentient species. Oh. Using a combination of genetic engineering and Sith alchemy, Melora created Geonosian warriors with the thick armored carapaces of Atlas, the rapid reproduction of Helix, and the heightened sensory capabilities of the Melito. Only the barest amount of sentience remains, just enough to operate weapons such as blasters and vibroblades. So I'm guessing this would... Whoop. Yeah. This would lead up to the transport service droid for the Empire. Oh, hello. We do have a bonus to deal with these mutated Geonosians. Well, let's get us to where we need to go. Imperials are here as well.
Enemy!
Ah, that's right. An Imperial player actually comes along this way. So we are looking for tunnel systems. Oh, wow. Okay. I had a slight fear that I was going to be going off the edge there. Okay, so we are looking for a tunnel network. Probably going to be around here. On the lower level somewhere. Oh, yeah, like this.
How long have you been living at the colony?
Since the beginning, almost 5 years now. 5 years of peace and quiet. We had a good run. Of course, it took me nearly 2 of those years just to relax. I was sure someone would show up looking for blood. They always do.
Other places that we can collapse. I thought this looked like a place. Seemed promising.
How many Jedi were left after the war with Zakul?
We honestly aren't sure. After the Republic surrendered, the old man didn't want to risk getting an accurate count with names, in case Zakul got a hold of it. So, we all went to ground, to watch, wait, and rebuild. Not my first choice, but I see the wisdom in it.
Yeah, it happened exactly after the destruction of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant as well.
Of the Jedi are?
There were still contingents on Tython and Ilum last we checked. Didn't bother calling the Green Jedi, they'd never leave Corellia. Most are probably hiding in groups on far-off planets like we did. Or walking their own path, following the Force. That was my plan, originally.
Who changed your mind?
The old man. He's always understood me best. He convinced me that this was where I needed to be, and I think he was right.
So now we need to set up explosives in the primary tunnel. I mean, this is actually the wrong way to be going, but we'll head up this way anyway. Oh no, it can get us... lead us towards this primary tunnel. I wonder if that's actually in the distance. Seems promising. Despite this Darth Malora having bred these mutated Geonosians, they seem to be doing a good job of attacking the Imperials. Maybe we should plant them in the deepest part of the cave first. and then plant these ones on the way out. We probably won't, but that would probably be the smarter move.
Let's take one more look around before we set off the charges. There's gotta be something here the old man would want.
Ooh. And we locate... What did we locate there? Jedi relics.
Last one.
Judging by your technique, you must have done a lot of fighting before you came here.
More than most, more than they ever trained us for. My first battle was Corellia. I flew in on a transport with 5 of the Jedi, one of the ones with the open sides, you know. The pilot took us in low, between the buildings. We're in midair, and this Sith Lord, he just jumps right into the transport. Red lightsaber in each hand. 5 of my oldest friends were dead before they could even blink.
What did you do? How did you deal with the Sith?
Same way I usually do. I killed him. The Sith had turned toward the pilot before my friends even hit the floor. I was behind him before he ever knew I was there. I nailed him with both hands. Hit the nerve clusters that run just over the ribs, felt them crack. He dropped both lightsabers on reflex. I don't remember where the grenade came from, must have been his. I smashed it right into his mouth and shoved him back out of the transport.
He was a killer. You had to stop him.
Yes. And somehow, I keep ending up in that same situation. Again and again. Let's check in with the old man.
Tao, what's your status?
We've closed all the tunnels we could find. Sending coordinates now. Any chance you could backtrack to their source on some of the old maps?
Of course. Let's see. Yes, here we are. They were all part of a residential structure that must have largely collapsed centuries ago. I'm sending coordinates for the structure's main entrance. If you can seal that, The mutants' hidden approaches will be cut off completely.
Have you heard from General Dayrun or anyone else from the Republic?
Not yet, but we have the shuttle's communication systems online and ready. If they call, we will answer. The entrance you're closing is located in an area our archaeologists never fully cataloged. If you find anything of interest, please do your best to recover it.
Will do. Tau out. Ready when you are.
It sounds like someone needs a psychologist. Oh, sorry. Yeah, a therapist. The horrors of war. And that's not to make light of it. It's a horrible, horrible thing to experience. But... Okay, so we do have some of these relics, and we picked up some reputation. And we are now traveling to a new destination, it would seem. I think if we headed through this cave system, yeah, we'd end up here. And this would lead us to where we need to go. Should we just travel up to this cave entrance? It's certainly tempting. In fact, we'll go take a look. I have a feeling that it might be guarded by Imperial forces. This would lead us out to the Ossus farms here, which might be the way we actually need to go. Grab. Oh dear. Cave entrance is just along this way. There are some Imperial forces here. I think this is the starting point for the Imperials arriving on Ossus. Well, no, they have a hidden base of operations, but what I mean is that this is their first landing point when they go to start their missions. Similar to how the ancient catacombs were our starting point. I think what we'll do before we go looking for the source of these mutated Geonosians is take a break. We'll go past the colony farms here. I think there is another Republic-aligned base of operations just on this side. Yeah, over here, the ancient ruins. Map. Yeah, I think this is where we would have ended up traveling to via quick travel or the transport service droid. Actually see a Datacron just glowing on top of the ruins in the distance there. as the Republic-aligned base of operations. Okay. I tell you what, we'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll look into the source of these mutated Geonosians and continue helping the surviving Jedi prepare for their evacuation if the Republic don't get here in time. Thank you all for joining me with even more Star Wars: The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no, take care. Bye bye now.